Good morning. Happy Friday. I hope you all have had a great week and enjoyed this beautiful weather we've had this week. It's been so pretty outside and warm and nice, and that's why I'm outside right now because it just feels so good. Today is Friday, and we are going to go over the lesson plan for today, which is continue the independent practice in your reading workbook, pages 250 through 255. Writing. Draw a picture of your house, including details. Write a description of your house. So you draw a picture of your house and then write about it and describe it. When you do that, I need to be able to visualize your house in my mind. So tell me everything, all the little details. How many windows? Is it brick? Is it vinyl? Is it a log house? Okay, there's so many descriptions that you could give. Is it 1 story, 2 story? And do you have flowers in your yard? Do you have a chimney? Do you not have a chimney? There's so many things that you can include to help me visualize and use those describing words. They help people know exactly what you're talking about. All right. In your math instruction book, pages 246 and 247 is what is for today. I'm going to take a look at that real fast. All right, so those are the independent practice, solving word problems about calendars. And then record yourself saying the months of the year on your seesaw. And then after you do that, answer these questions. How many months are there in a year? How many days are in a year? When is your birthday? Look at a calendar for this year, 2020, and make sure you include the day. So, for example, if I was going to give you my birthday, I'm going to look at a calendar. I'm going to go to July. My birthday is July 27th, and this year it's on a Monday. So I would say Monday, July 27th. So you do that for your birthday for this year. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the reading. Pages 250 and through 255. All right. I'm going to stop just for a minute. Okay, I am back. All right, you should be seeing the passage on page 250. I love the world. All right, words to know. As you read, look inside, around, and beyond these words to figure out what they mean. So use context clues to figure out what these words mean if you don't know. Sweeping, view, scarlet, and vine. Those are the words. All right, the genre of this is a poem. Okay. I love the world. I love the world when it is white. When snowflakes fall in winter light to cover everything in sight. I love the world when it is blue, a sweeping rented beach house view. Blue sea, blue sky, blue dolphins too. I love the world when it is green, with fields of corn and climbing bean and rows of peppers in between. I love the world when it is red, when scarlet leaves make mice a bed, and sunset crimsons overhead. Each season's grace and gifts are mine, the purple hills, the silver vine, And so, dear world, this Valentine. Okay, so that was the poem. Talked about lots of things in the world, in nature, outside, used lots of descripting words so that we can visualize exactly what the author is trying to show us. Even if there weren't pictures, we could picture it in our mind by the words that the author used. Let's look at our questions now. Use what you learned from reading I Love the World to respond to these questions. This question has two parts. First, answer part A, then answer part B. Which is the best description of what this poem looks like? The poem has 15 lines. The poem has 5 sets of 3 lines. The poem is divided into 2 main parts. The poem begins each group of lines the same way. The best description of what the poem looks like. Well, by looking at it, we do know that it has 15 lines. So choice A is correct, but it's not a very strong answer, okay? It's just saying it's just got 15 lines, okay? But there is something different about these lines, okay? It's not just 15 lines together. Looking at them, those 15 lines are in a certain way. All right, let's go down to D. The poem begins each group of lines the same way. The last stanza does not begin the way the others did. The last group of lines, that's what the stanza is. It does not begin the same way the other one. So it does not begin with I love the world. Okay, so A is not right. D is not right. Let's look at C. The poem is divided into 2 main parts. Well, that's not correct because the poem's not divided into 2 parts. So let's look at B. The poem has 5 sets of 3 lines. Okay, so the correct answer is B. It accurately describes the structure. The poem has been written with 5 groups, and in each of those groups, there are 3 lines. Notice how they're kind of separated and grouped together. So B is the correct answer here. I'm gonna try to do. There we go. All right, which sentence explains how rhyme is connected to your answer in part A? All right, so our answer in part A was the poem has 5 sets of 3 lines. So how is rhyme connected to that answer? Rhyme is used at the beginning and end of the poem. Rhyme connects important pairs of words. The 3 lines in each set end with words that rhyme. Or D, only one part of the poem has words that rhyme. So what do we think the answer might be? Let's look at A. Rhyme is used at the beginning and end of the poem. Well, that's not right because there's rhyming all throughout the poem, not just at the beginning and the end. Okay, let's look at B. Rhyme connects important pairs of words. Well, there are 3 words that rhyme in every stanza. That means there's not pairs of words, because pairs 2, and there's 3 words that rhyme in each poem, so that's not correct. Let's look at D. Only one part of the poem have words that rhyme. No, because every 3 lines, they rhyme together, okay? So there's more than one group that's rhyming. Let's look at C. The 3 lines in each set ends with words that rhyme. That's correct, because the lines in each stanza, in each little group of 3, they all rhyme. So C is correct. Reread lines 1, 4, 7, and 10. What happens on the last strong beat of each one? All right, 1, 4, 7, and 10. I love the world when it is white. I love the world when it is blue. I love the world when it is green. I love the world when it is red. What happens on the last strong beat of each one? So the last strong beat of each one of those lines, the sentence ends, a season is named, a plant is listed, or a color is named. A, B, and C do not describe what happened on the last strong beat. So D is the correct answer. A color is named. All right, if you look back at those lines, white, blue, green, red. Those are colors. All right, let's keep going. Mark the strong beats in each line with a check mark. I love the world when it is white, when snowflakes fall in winter light. All right, so let's put some check marks where we have strong beats. I love the world when it is white, when snowflakes fall in winter light, when snowflakes fall in winter light. Yep. So let's describe that rhythm. How would we describe the rhythm of those beats in this poem? I love the world when it is white, when snowflakes fall in winter light. What do we notice? Every second beat is a strong beat. Which 2 words are made up of smaller words that can help you figure out their meaning? Which of these 2 words, A, B, C, or D, which has 2 words that are made up of smaller words so you can help figure out what they mean? Scarlet, sunset, crimson's scarlet, sunset, overhead, overhead, scarlet. Well, there's only one choice where they both are compound words. 2 smaller words making 1 bigger word. Okay, and that is C. Sunset, overhead. All right, now we're going to write what we think those words mean. What do you think sunset means? Sunset is when what? The sun sets. Okay, and then overhead is when it's up above or over my head. So notice how we use those smaller words in those words to help us figure out what they mean. Which sentence tells how the last set of the 3 lines in the poem is different than the other set? The 3 lines don't rhyme. The first line does not begin the same way as the others. It mentions a holiday instead of a time of year. The rhythm is different. So what do you notice about the last set of 3 that's different from the other sets? We sort of already talked about this. The first line does not begin like the others. Why does the poet begin lines 1, 4, 7, and 10 with the words I love? What is he talking about? What is he or she, what is the author talking about that she loves? What are they talking about here? Each what season? Okay, so it shows that the poet loves each season, even though they are different. All right, reread the poem to choose the part that you like best. Remember to look for things such as rhyme and rhythm. Use details from the poem to tell which part of the poem is your favorite. Talk about rhythm or rhyme if you can. All right, so everyone is going to have something different here because it's talking about the part that you like best. Okay, so we're not going to talk about that because everybody's going to have something different. All right, and that is all, pages 250 through 255. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Okay, and now I'm going to try to get a math video made for you. I hope you all continue to have a fantastic Friday. Keep working hard, get all of your work done. That was my dogs. Keep working hard, get all your work done. I miss you all so much. Love you all. See you soon.